All right, Shalom. Before we start, we want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Yahshua,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Bahashem,
Bahashua, Bakah,
Bakah, Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, because those are the men who we learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole elect. Shalom, brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word and truth and sincerity. I am Mashiach, Arazakah, to my right.
Abaya.
And pretty much me and the brother Abiyah is going to go over diligence again because, we at camp, we were trying to, get everything done right time. So, now today we have time to actually go into this. So a little willing, this lesson will be edifying. This lesson is going to be titled as diligence part two. So, we're going to go through the spirit and a little willing, this lesson is edifying. But go ahead, pull up
I'm gonna get the this is the etymology of the word diligence.
the.
It says constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken.
Hmm.
Okay, and as we mentioned in the first lesson, the work that we taking on or that we're undertaking is the work of the Lord. As Elder Apostle Tahar said, man, we working for the King of the universe, man. Right? Really, man, the Father of all spirits, the Most High, man. So we, this is something that we gotta take seriously. This is something that we gotta, give our all in. All right, and it said constant and earnest effort. I got the definition for that word earnest as well.
Hmm.
All right, this is the Google definition for the word earnest. It says resulting from Shalaki. It says resulting from or showing sincere and intense conviction. Okay, we have to be intensely convicted, as the scriptures say. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind, roughly paraphrasing. And I'm gonna get a few synonyms of this word too. It says serious, serious minded, solemn. It says committed, dedicated, okay, steady, hard working. All right, those are just a few synonyms, man, which is the mindset that we're supposed to have. You got it, all right. All right, I'm gonna bring out this first precept. This is Luke chapter 2, starting at I'm gonna start at verse 47. It says, and all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. All right, speaking about Yahweh Shah when he was a young man, he was blowing people's minds because he didn't go to any kind of school. He wasn't being taught by any other men. He just had this wisdom. Verse 48. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I sought thee sorrowing. So they was looking for him. They was worried about him. Verse 49. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my father's business? All right, so Yahweh Shah was like, don't you know that I'm about my father's business? It said, verse 50, and they understood not, saying which he spake unto them. And they was thinking like what do he mean? Because
Yeah.
I was just looking for you with your father. So what do you mean? They didn't know that he was talking about his heavenly father, not his fleshly father, right? So yeah, man, we supposed to be kingdom minded as Yahweh Shah was, man. Yahweh Shah was about business, man. He was serious about the work that he had to take on, as we are to be. You got it, bro.
And that's true, because that's the only key way for us to even be able to receive salvation, you know, is to be doing the works, man. Is to be diligent in this thing. And I got this precept out last time, but I didn't really get to fully go into it the way I wanted to. This
Let's
is
get it.
2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. What is one way to make your election sure? All right, it's being diligent in this truth. All right, showing diligence. Man. All right, one way to be diligent is to constantly be embedded in this truth. Studying to show thyself approved. All right, as the scriptures say, we are to study to show ourselves approved. All right, the Lord always says, "Abounding in His work shall not be in vain," man. Which I'll get out in a little bit, but long story short, man, is we got to continually be diligent in this truth, man. Because that's the only way we're going to get delivered. Because scriptures say what faith without works is dead, man. You know,
That's right,
That's,
man.
let me finish it from there. It says, "For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall." Right. So one way to call your election sure is to be diligent in this truth. All right. You gotta show diligence, man. You gotta keep being embedded in this truth, man. All right. And constantly doing works, man. You know, because the scriptures even said again, the abounding of the work of the Lord is not in vain, man. You know.
That's right, man.
Uh,
And hey, we got beautiful examples, living examples.
mm,
Again, man, as we mentioned, man, and we're gonna continue to mention it as long as it's, as long as that's what it is, man. The
uh,
Lord got the spirit on some very honorable men to show us that example, man. Of course, we take the example of Yahweh Shah, but we have fleshly examples as well, man. We have spiritual fathers in this thing, man, beginning with Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Rakah, Elder Apostle Ariam Lab. We have these men that's actually living examples of how to be studious, how to be diligent in the work, man. No matter what, no matter what the weather is, no matter through sicknesses. Of course, if it's not like terminal or nothing like that, and you absolutely can't go out, man. You see the apostles out. You see the elders out. You see brothers out.
uh,
Hebrews 6:10. For
mhm,
the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name. Okay, this is
mhm,
all in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We not this work that we doing. It's a blessing that we able to even take part in this work because it's not of ourselves, and it's
uh,
all through to the magnification and glorification of our Lord. Huh? It
uh,
says, "In that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister, and we
mhm,
desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end." So the reason we giving diligence is because we understand that first and foremost, this is our reasonable service. This is what this is the least we can do, as well as it's a great reward for this work, man. That's our hope unto the end. That's our expectation is the Lord gonna come through and be about his word. The Lord said he's gonna bless those who continue in the work with certain things, with a reward, with those promises. And that's what we working for. I'm gonna get verse 12. That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. And that's it, man. Through faith and patience. Right. And
uh,
that faith it has to go hand in hand with the works, man.
yeah.
You got
And that's
something up?
facts. Yeah, that's the facts. That's facts. Because that's one thing the elders always say. Without faith, and I said this, on part one. Without faith, you're not going to be able. How you going to be able to go out on the highways and byways? How you going to be able to do lessons? How you going to be able to do the breakdowns? How you going to be able to do all this? All this to know you're an Israelite. All of that is all with faith. Faith is the biggest part in this truth, man. You got to have faith to be able to do all these things that we're doing. And if you a Jake that don't have faith, it's going to be hard for you to last in this truth, man. Because faith is what is getting us through to be able to do all of this. Go out, just being able to go out to the highways and edges, at camp. That shows that we have faith. That proves that we have faith. You know, to teach the word, that's with faith. Everything is with faith, man. And I got a precept. This is Second Timothy
Uh,
2:15. It says, "Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh." It says, "A workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." And that's what this is about. You got to study to show thyself approved, man. All right. You got to be embedded in this. Just like at camp, what Elder Karatas said when we was at camp on Sunday. Remember, he said you got to be obsessed with the wisdom. Just like how Jacob be obsessed with these women, we are to be obsessed with this word, man. This truth, man. Be addicted to this
that's
truth.
right.
You know? That's one way we
Right.
have to be, man, because that's what's going to make us diligent.
This got
You
to
know,
be your everything, man.
con,
That's right.
con,
And as it says, study to show thyself approved. Studying
mm,
takes diligence, man, because it's
con,
gonna be some things that's not necessarily interesting to you, within the flesh. There's gonna be some things that's it's not controversial. There's gonna be some things that's considered boring, but it's necessary. These things are for our benefit to know, man. So and then it goes for myself first and foremost, man. We got to study these things. We have to learn what's necessary, to learn because what, man, that knowledge and wisdom is going to be the stability of our times. If you don't have that, then hey, it's only going to take the spirit of the Lord to allow you to be stable in that day, man.
Uh,
All right, but let me get 1 Timothy 5:17. It says, "Let the elders that rule well." Of course, we're talking, the elders and the apostles. It says, "Let the
mhm,
elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine." Okay, so
mhm.
beginning with our apostles and elders, but us as well, man. We labor in this word. We picked up the word from the apostles and elders, man.
Oh, the art. I think it froze on his end.
We
God,
defend the faith.
I think it's blurry on your end.
Reward.
Yeah, it's blurry on his end. Shoot. Hey, I don't think he can hear me. But I'll probably wait for the art to get back. He saw messing with his camera. But kind of like the art brought out. He was brought out about the elders and apostles of great millstone. They are counted. Oh, there you go. You good? It's kind of blurry on the end.
I was breaking up.
Yeah, it's blurry on your
Time.
end. Yeah, it's blurry on your end still.
No.
It actually froze you on your end.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bring that precept out again, and go into
I don't know. It's,
breakdown.
it's doing the same thing.
It is.
On yours.
Oh shoot! Wow. Hold
Con.
on. Let me.
First Timothy 5:17. It says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine, man. So those who's about the Father's business, man. Those who actually laboring in His work and making sacrifices and also being that living sacrifice.
Okay.
Putting off the things of the world.
Mhm.
The cares that we have in this life, putting those things aside, man, and putting this
Uh,
first, man, prioritizing this labor that we're doing. Verse
mhm.
18, for the scripture saith, thus thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the laborer is worthy of his reward. All right. So us being those laborers, there's a reward for the labor. Just like when you go to work, you expect a check every week or every 2 weeks. If you don't go to work, what are you expecting? You shouldn't expect no reward. Basically, you shouldn't expect any kind of outcome. All right.
Mhm. Uh,
And you had something, bro?
yeah, I got this lines up with 2 Timothy 2:15. This is 2 Timothy 4:2. It says, preach the word. It says, be instant in season, out of season. Rebuke, reprove, exhort with all doctrine. And that's one thing that the elders and apostles of Great Millstone always say. They always tell us, man, you got to continue to do the work. No matter how hot it gets, no matter how cold it gets, how windy, right? You still got to go out and you still got to do the works. That still shows diligence. Because a lot of these other groups that's outside of Great Millstone, they don't teach out in the cold. You know, they don't teach out in the cold. They wait till it gets warm. A lot of those camps, like me and you was when we was having that talk after camp, when we went to chill, talking about that, about the
Hey,
ISUPK and yeah.
as soon as it get like
Yeah,
50
you know what I
degrees,
mean?
they disappear, bro.
You said what I
As soon as it hit like 50 degrees, they disappear, man.
that shows that they don't have the diligence. It also shows that they're not the men of the Lord,
Yeah.
because brothers is teaching out in the rain. It be pouring outside rain, and brothers still be out there teaching.
Bro,
But
that
get messed.
ultimately, it's lucky.
No, you
I was
good.
saying that ultimately shows that they don't have the fear, bro. Because regardless of how we feel, bro, we know that if we don't do this work, we
Mhm,
know that it's gonna be a punishment, man. Not only if you do the work, it's gonna be a reward, but if you don't do it, it's gonna be a punishment, man.
mhm,
All right.
exactly. I'll read that one more time, Baba Shah. It
Con.
says, 2 Timothy 4:2, it says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Right. And one thing to add to that is you guys can be taking days off too. You got Jakes that be taking days off. You know, they'll teach it, do some lessons, and then don't do another lesson for 5 to 6 months or 2 months. You can't be doing that, man. you got to be doing lessons. You got to be doing three, at least tops. The elders say mainly recommended is 3 lessons every day. If you can, possibly at least two. Don't just be doing a lesson, and then don't do a lesson again for a whole nother month. That's not good. That's the other thing that's not good, man. That's why it says you gotta be brothers. You gotta be diligent, man.
Man,
You
you
know,
quenching the spirit, and you wasting the talent, man. You wasting, you wasting what the Lord gave you. You might as well not have it.
uh, that's true. That's true out here because that's one thing that's why the scriptures say it says work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So you want to be doing lessons. If you even got 5 minutes free time, man, do a
Yeah,
quick hitter. You know what I mean?
that's right, man. And hey, we don't have to always, every brother's spirit is different, man. But hey, we don't always have to. A lot of people may think you may have to go into real deep breakdowns and all of that, man. We always been taught to stick to what we know, man. We all given a different portion. We
Mm,
all given a different lot, a different
mm,
a different role, man. We
mm,
all different parts of the body. All different parts of the body don't have the same function. So
mm.
whatever your function is, just master that and stick to that. Some brothers may be, better with the basics, man. Some
Yeah.
brothers is better with, news and being watchmen and reporting and things like that. Other brothers is better with, going go straight into the prophecy. Everybody got their different portion, man.
Uh,
So just keep it simple, man.
yeah. You know, Jake be trying to find something new to teach. You don't need to do that, man. Teach what you know. I even said before, like even if you're a brother that only know Deuteronomy 20:68 or some other breakdowns, and that's all keep those same videos until the Lord gives you the increase of the wisdom to teach something else. But
Yeah,
one thing you don't want to do is teach something that you're not sure of and you going off on the scriptures. You don't want to be doing that, man. Because then you'll be put out as an example of what not to do in the truth. And that's why you want to be diligent in truth and sincerity,
that's
right?
right.
You don't just want to just be diligent, but also diligent in truth and sincerity. You don't want to just be teaching something that's not contrary to the scriptures. That's a lot of things that we're seeing, with these jakes, you know, and that's not.
That's right.
You got something, Mark?
Con. I got Proverbs 10 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
It says, "He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand,
Mm-hmm.
but the hand of the diligent maketh rich." Okay, and we laboring for the ultimate riches, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes work. We got to put in the work for it, man. The things that we trying to earn is just that. It has to be earned. It can't, this is something that, man, it's beyond our imagination what we working for. And the Lord is not going to allow anybody to receive that easily, man.
Right.
The Lord requires, those who ready to suffer, those who's going to actually, put in that work and make sacrifices, who's
Uh,
not going to make excuses,
mm-hmm.
those who just gonna do it, man.
Uh,
All right. But if you dealing with a slack hand, man, hey, the scripture say what, man? We rich in faith. We rich in his wisdom. But hey, if you're dealing with a slack hand, if you're a slothful person, you're not going to have the same the same benefits that we have who's laboring in his truth, man. Doing
right.
our best to stay diligent in it.
Uh,
I got one more.
go ahead.
Proverbs 13 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Salaki. All right, Proverbs 13 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
It says, lazy Salaki. I was reading the NLT.
You
It
good?
says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing. All right. So if you a slothful person, you're gonna be wanting, just like we brought out the other scripture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, the laborer is worthy of the reward. So if you're not putting in the work, you shouldn't expect any kind of benefits or any kind of reward.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're gonna be left wanting. It says, I'm gonna read it again. The soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna prosper, man. We're gonna, the Lord gonna take care of us and keep us. I'm gonna read the NLT version real quick.
Go ahead.
It said, lazy people want much but get little, because you're not do anything. Everything that you have, you're supposed to earn it. You're
Uh,
supposed to work for it. But
mm-hmm.
those who work hard will prosper, man. Especially when you're talking about working for the Lord, man. Doing this particular work.
Uh,
This is the best occupation you can have.
That's on God.
So being able to be you know honored with this occupation. This is a privilege to again, man. This is a blessing to be able to even to do this work. So
Yeah.
knowing that what we have, others desire to have it,
Mm-hmm.
and this is something that's is valuable, man. So we need to take this very seriously, man, and honor this work.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Exactly. That's Yapa. Yapa. All right. I got precept too. This is Romans 12 and 1. Salakia. Romans 12 and 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High, which is our reasonable service. Right, and
That's right.
like, and that all requires in diligence, man. That's all requires in diligence, man. You know, is putting our bodies as a living sacrifice, man. All right, that all works in the requirement of being diligent, man. You know, all of those things, man. Studying to show thyself approved. You know, preaching the word in season, out of season. You know, constantly being diligent, no matter what. That's that, especially promoting our bodies as a living sacrifice, man. That really shows the Lord that we showing ourselves worthy in the eyes of Him, man. And we're doing His will, we're doing His works. You know, we're earning our spiritual riches, man. Because that's one thing that Jake's got to realize is when you're in this truth, man, and you're doing 3 lessons a day, 3 lessons every day. You know, you're going out to camp. You know, I go to camp twice. You know, I go to camp on Saturdays and we meet with you. We do out there, but all of these things all works into play with what? Being diligent, and we're earning our riches. Just like how you go to work and you get a paycheck, man, you know. But on the other side, on this one, we earning spiritual riches. We're earning our places, our place into receiving salvation, man. That's why the scriptures say, work out your own salvation. All
That's
right.
right.
Earning spiritual riches.
Bro, speaking about Jake working at these different jobs, Jake could be diligent in that. Jake could pick up
Yeah.
50, 60 hours a week, just to get that overtime pay. But when it comes to this, man, hey, this is beyond anything that we can ever desire on this earth, man.
Right.
So give that same diligence with this, man. Put everything else on the back burner. Everything else gonna fall into place. The scriptures even speak about that, man. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So you don't need to have all these extra stuff, man. As long as you have what's convenient, man. As long as you have enough to keep going, that's all that matters, man. We got to, the apostles and the elders say all the time. We have to love doing this work, and I'm thinking about Elder Apostle Gabar in particular, man. We have to love doing this work, man. We have to be zealous. We have to be enthusiastic.
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, Mark. We have to be
Salaki, man.
zealous in doing this work, man. We got to be fervent in this thing, man. We
Mhm.
ain't supposed to be just doing this work just to just to be like, all right, I did my lesson for the day. No, man, we supposed to love doing this work. We supposed to love wisdom, to love growth, man.
Mhm.
Right? We really working for something. Hey, Bible Kashah, can you in Romans 12, can you jump down to verse 10 and read 10 and 11?
I'm on. You talking to me? I'm on.
Oh yeah, you had Zakai, you had got Romans 12. Can you jump down to verse 10 and 11?
Oh yeah, Salaki, Bible shot. I got you. Down to verse 11, you said?
Verse 10 and 11.
I got you. You want me to read it?
Bible Kashah.
I got you. This is Romans 12 and 10. It says, be kindly affection one to the other with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. Want me to stop right there? Go to the next one.
You keep going.
Got you. Verse 11. It says, now slothful in business. It says, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
Not slothful in business, man. And as we brought out that first precept in Luke 2, when Yahushua was speaking, he said he's about his father's business, man. That's the ultimate business we're supposed to be about. Not we're not worrying about setting up, different businesses. If a brother may have that, that's the Lord's will for that brother. But that's not what we're supposed to be seeking to do, man. Some brothers came into this truth with those businesses. The Lord allowed some brothers to establish those businesses, coming into the truth. But hey, that's that brother's lot, man. But we're not supposed to labor and have our focus on those things, man. We supposed to be
Uh,
about the Lord's business, and again, we working for the King of the universe. So we not supposed to be slothful in this, you know.
Uh, that was, yeah,
uh,
I got a precept too.
Come,
It's,
bro.
I think you read this earlier, but I'll read it. I'll read it again though. This is Luke 14 and 23. It says, "And the Lord saith unto the servant, Go out into the highways and edges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled." And that's one thing that we have to do in this truth. All right, we have to go out to the highways and edges. All right, that also falls into putting our bodies as a living sacrifice. Also doing lessons, man. Going up to camp. Being on what's the other say? Being on fire for this truth, man.
Bro, it just said being fervent in spirit, bro.
Con. You want to be boiling hot. You don't want to be lukewarm, man. That's a horrible spirit to be in, man. And like you said it, we brought that precept of a slugger, man. It means lazy, man.
That's
You
right.
know, you don't want to have the lazy demon hop on you, man. Because then you'll start, what can I say? Start falling back, and you don't want to do that. You'll realize, falling back, caring that this society is, for example, you'll say you did a lesson yesterday, you wind up slipping, getting caught up in the world. You go back to look at your video, you ain't did a lesson in 3 weeks. You know, you don't want to be in that type of spirit, man. That's not a good spirit to be in. You want to be fully diligent. Just like the brother Quadash Pot said in one of his lessons. He said, shout out to brother GMS Quadash Pot. He said, you want to be persuaded. You want to persuade yourself in this truth. You want to be persuaded, man. All right. You want to have your mind focused on the Most High, full to the full extent, man. You don't want to be, oh, I'm in this truth, yeah, but this is more what I care about. The scriptures even say in Luke 21 and 34 to 35, you don't want to deceive yourselves, man. So you want to be diligent. Salaki for the rambling, but yeah, you want to be fully diligent. You want to go out to the highways and edges and compel the Lord's people, man. That's what the Lord requires us to do, man. So
Quick precept.
yeah, go ahead.
It's like, was you done, bro?
Yeah, I'm down. Shots like it. Yeah, I'm
Just
good.
just because you spoke about being lukewarm, man. Hey,
Nah,
as it is written, the Lord gonna spew you out of his mouth, man. The Lord is not dealing with fickleness. He's not dealing with any kind. You ain't supposed to hesitate, man. You're supposed to be all in. You know, this is Matthew 24 and 46. Just getting straight to the point.
go
It says,
ahead.
"Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing." Meaning, when Yahweh Shah returns, those who are found doing the work right and being diligent in
Mm-hmm.
this work is going to be blessed, man. They're going to be rewarded. And the
Mm-hmm.
Lord also said, man, behold, I come quickly. My reward is with me. Right? And he's
Yep.
coming with two rewards. He's coming with the reward for the wicked, and he's coming with the reward for the righteous, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ah,
And we want that righteous reward, man. So we got to be found doing this work. We got to stay occupied. You got something, Akmalak?
yeah, Con, what precept was that you just read?
That was Matthew 24 and 46.
mm-hmm.
Con. So I'm shout. I don't know if y'all got Ecclesiastics 9 and 10 out.
Nah,
Did y'all get that one?
nah.
I'm gonna bring that out
Go ahead.
because we talking about being diligent,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it be challenging, but man, you gotta do it, right? It says blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, right? For when he has stood the test, he shall receive a crown of life, which Slack it. About that. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, crown of life, which Yahweh has promised to those who love him. Even in this, like I say, man, and like it's going on to what y'all talking about. It's like you still got to stay diligent, even though
Uh,
when you go through stuff, because sometimes life can be overtaken
yeah.
and it can consume you. You know what I'm saying? With the cares of it, man. You don't want to be that guy that be planted by the thorns. Getting choked up by the cares of this world, because
Mm-hmm.
the cares of this world can consume you. And pull you out the truth.
Mm-hmm.
We all have situations that we go through and problems. But like I say, at the end of the day, you brothers is right. We gotta do something. You know,
Mhm.
if it's a lesson or a walk and talk, you gotta keep yourself 10 toes down. You gotta do something, man. Like I've been guilty of it, myself. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you be like, man, dang, you gonna do a lesson in
Mhm.
like a week, and then you end up not doing a lesson. It'll be a month, and then it'll be. Now, I never did it that long, a month
Mhm.
and all that. But what I'm getting at is that you can easily get separated.
That's right.
You know, it can happen to anybody. But my prayer is that the Lord don't take his rakakadash from us.
Mhm.
Because like things will come. But like the brother say, you got to be persuaded in this thing, man.
Mhm.
You know, you got to be persuaded. Nothing
Mhm.
shall separate you from his love, man. And doing this scriptures and this truth is love that the Lord has given to us, man. Because
Mhm.
he could have left us in that state of not knowing the
Yeah.
truth, and
That's
we
right.
could have been bugged out like these 2/3. You
Yeah.
know,
Hey, bro, if I
God,
might add, bro, no, that's beautiful, bro. Because hey, we all, I'm gonna speak for myself, man. I know other brothers can attest as well, but we all had that,
God,
that thought. If you really examine yourself, bro, we have those thoughts like, man, we hope we, you know, doing enough, right?
Yeah.
And then, like you
God,
said, man, we go through different trials, we go through different tests and things throughout this walk, and that's where the diligence comes in. That's where the fight comes in.
God,
Mhm.
In order to be diligent, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep fighting through something, man. Right.
Con.
And
mm-hmm,
that like the scripture we brought out, man, the Lord said, occupy till I come. That
Yeah.
word occupy
mm-hmm,
means to stay active, man, to stay busy. So,
Mhm.
think about like
God,
like like a computer or a phone or something. After a while, if you're not using that phone or not using that computer, it goes off because it's, you're not
God,
actively on it. You're not occupying it. And that's
Yep.
like us, man. We got this
God,
light, we got this truth. If we're not staying active with it, eventually you're gonna lose it. You
Con.
know, we
God,
gotta trim the lamp, man.
God. Yeah, and that's to add to what you're saying is like with the computer thing, man. If you don't use your computer for a while, man, you'll miss updates, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and like it's like, man, you like every day you gotta be in the truth. Every day is something new
That's
happening
true, bro.
because of the Bible prophecy. You gotta stay updated, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Watch. We gotta
huh?
say, watch. Okay.
Because man, you might cut that computer on, and it might crash. Because it got a virus because it didn't update. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that virus is representing Satan coming to like take you up out of this thing. Lord allowing Satan to buffer you out of this thing, man.
Yeah.
You've been out it so long, you like, man, you feel like man, I missed a lot. Like, man, you know how Jake think. They be like, oh well, I might as well just keep on going, doing what I'm doing.
Mhm.
You want to stay on fire, man.
Ah.
You want to keep that. You want to add gas to the fire. You want to blow up in this thing, man.
Yeah.
In the sense of, man, you want to be blazing hot, you know. But like I say like I say, man, like I say, man, like I was saying, man, like with the computer situation, man, you always want to be on it every day, updated, man. You know, because you don't want to be left behind.
Mhm.
You know, come.
Con.
Look at that.
It's like if I ramble, but come,
I
come,
got
man.
a precept box. This is Philippians 2:12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but no," it says, "but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." And I said this many times, and I'll say this again to brothers that's viewing. You individually have to work out your own salvation. All right. One thing that Jake think that they think, and this isn't towards anybody, this is for myself first and foremost. But you got some Jakes out there that believe just because they're going to camp only, they're gonna be saved. No, you got to work out your own salvation individually. You got to do lessons as well, man. Camp is good, but you got to
Oh,
do lessons as well, man. You got to do lessons. You know, because you working out your own
yeah,
salvation. The elders and brothers say many times, even before, that they can't save you. I can't save you. Abaya can't save you. Malak Amawan can't save you. Brothers that's in the chat, I'll name them. The brother McCall, Tyler Yahweh, he can't save you. The brother Yashakar, Von Yashakar, Shalom to that Ak, as we saw him at camp. None of these brothers on the chat can save you. None of us can save you. you got to work out your own salvation, man. And that also plays a part with diligence. Because you got Jakes out here that think because they watching videos on YouTube and they ain't got no videos to show on their channel. That's another thing. You should be scared of that, man, because you're not laboring. Yeah, you laboring a little bit. You know, you going to camp, you laboring and stuff, but you got to do lessons as well, man. That's what is going to help you. You know.
That's right, brother.
Yeah, man.
Brothers have to bring it out, you know.
No, that's facts, bro, and I definitely agree. And I'm just gonna add to that, bro. Just to balance it out, you know, not everybody's lot is gonna be to be a prophet, you know, and you definitely can't force the spirit. But like you said, man, hey, if you're gonna be in this thing, you got to be in it. So if your lot is not to be a prophet, that still doesn't give you no excuse. You're still supposed to be reading and still be, you know, laboring in his work in another way. You're supposed to still be learning, man. You're still supposed to be going out to camp, watching lessons, and reading. You know, you don't necessarily have to be doing lessons. That's not no excuse to be like, oh well, I don't think I got the spirit, so I'm not gonna do no lessons. No, man. If it's not your lot to be a prophet, you're gonna know. Okay, but if the Lord is calling you to do this work, you gonna do this work. Or the Lord just gonna, you know, the Lord just gonna cast you out, man. But at the end of the day, you gotta stay occupied in something, man, within this ministry.
Yeah, you know.
No excuse. You got it up.
Cause and let's say something, because everything on this earth besides the precepts is designed to bug you out and cause you to stumble and perish, man. Cause like man, you can do these precepts every day, all day. Too much of this won't kill you, but too much of anything else in this world will.
Bro.
You know, it's like man, you gotta do something. You gotta, like the brother was saying, you gotta occupy, man. You gotta stay doing something, man. You gotta be steadfast in this thing, you know, unmovable, you know, always abiding in the works, doing something in the Lord, man. Because if you don't, you're not gonna make it. Everything else is spiritual junk food, man.
Beautiful.
This word is nutrition. Come on.
Like you said, bro. Everything else outside of this is to your destruction, bro. This is the way of life. If you're not at camp, what are you doing? You got all that idle time. What are you doing? Okay, so you feel like, okay, well, I don't think I'm a prophet, so I'm not gonna do no lessons, and I'm not gonna read either. I'm not gonna watch any videos. No, man, you're still supposed to be completely immersed in this truth, man, in the secret place of the Most High. No, it ain't no excuse.
Ain't no excuse, man.
Because the Bible does say He's gonna pour out His Spirit on all flesh, man.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. There's no excuse, man. Especially if you're an Israelite, and you I'm sure you see, you know, brothers doing lesson, man, you know. And like I'm saying, man, and I tell people this, man, stop worrying about what people gonna think about you, man. Because that's the least of your worries. You wanna worry about how the Lord view you at the end of the day, man. You know, yeah, we know people talk about us because we in our fringes, wearing our stuff. We don't care. Because you know why? Because the truth of the matter is that this place gonna be destroyed. And you gotta think like that, man. Like, man, the Lord brought me in the truth. Everything is starting to be revealed to me. This place ain't for me. So you already gotta put in your mind, like, people gonna talk stuff. Count up the cost, man. You're gonna lose people. People are scared of what people gonna say. Don't worry about that. Continue to do what you do for the Lord. Because you want the Lord to see you. You don't want people to see you, man. You know? For real. At the end of the day. I'm not doing this for people. I'm doing this for the Lord, so I can get up out of here. Brothers, can you agree?
Absolutely, bro.
You know, we don't do this.
Bro, just like the Zakat said, man, we seeking out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Anybody out there that may be, you know, they may be talking out their neck, they may look at us a certain way. We may lose respect from certain people, women, from family members, from whoever, bro. And those people that may be looking at us a certain way or saying certain things, they can't save themselves, let alone save us. So why should we care what they think or what they're saying?
Exactly.
So that was a beautiful point.
And to add what you were saying, Block number one, that is true, because Yahushua wasn't ashamed of us. So why should we be ashamed of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? You know what I mean? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Yahushua wasn't ashamed of us, so why would you be ashamed of him? You know, that's common sense. You shouldn't care about what anybody says. You know? But that's mainly, you know, a lot of Jakes that's new in the truth have that type of fear. But once you get like a year in this thing, you don't care about what people say. I don't care, bro. I'm working out my own salvation, bro. I give a damn. This place is gonna be destroyed anyway. Let these
Right.
people mock you. Let people scoff you. Let
Nah,
people.
hey,
They're gonna be destroyed anyway. They're gonna be burned to ash, bro. So let them say what
God.
they. Yeah.
that's the spirit, bro, and that's
Yeah,
beautiful,
man.
bro. You just
God.
you brought out the precept of that
Mhm.
2 Timothy 2:15, bro. Study to
God.
show thyself approved, a
Mhm.
workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
God.
This is, bro. This is nothing to be ashamed about. You should be ashamed if you don't have this truth, man.
God.
If you doing anything outside of
God.
it,
Mhm.
Right.
this is where it's at.
God.
Because, like, man, you may not have much, but man, our blessings, our kingdom is not contingent here anyway.
Bro, we will,
We got
bro.
that everlasting. Because,
Mhm.
Slackers.
God, Lord willing, no, you
God.
good, man, you good.
I was
But
saying, yeah, hey,
yeah,
we may not
man,
have
like
much.
it's saying,
Salakia, brother.
no, you got it, Slocky.
No, I was just saying, like you just mentioned, we may not have much, but we rich, bro. We rich and wealthy where it matters, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
God.
God, and like anything else here, like in I believe it's Romans 6:23,
Mhm.
and we know that the wages of sin is death, and the gift of Yahweh is eternal life, man.
Mhm.
Come on. We want the eternal, we want the eternity, man. Any
God.
gift here can't compare to the gift that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has prepared for us, man.
Oh.
Like the scriptures say, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard
Mhm.
what the Lord got prepared for the ones that love him. And I'm paraphrasing. But
God.
at the
Right.
end of the day, we know that we don't store up our riches here. We don't store up things here. The value is not even in the things here. The value is in a relationship with Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's what makes you wealthy.
Yeah. I
Come
got a
on, man.
precept too. I got a
Let's, let's,
precept.
let's, let's get to it, man.
This is
Come,
First
yeah,
Corinthians
come,
15. This is First Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord." So you're supposed
come
to
on.
be abounding in the work of Yahweh Shem Shai. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is so brothers can understand, those that's viewing, those that's new in the truth. I'll read again. This is what the Lord requires us to do. First Corinthians 15:58.
Come.
"Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always, not once, not
Always.
twice, not next month, not
Come.
7 weeks from now, 20 months from now. Let's read again. "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain." So your labor is not in vain. The reason why I'm saying it slow like that, because you got jakes out there, they be in a fire all on the elders' comment boards. I be seeing it, bro. They be fire all on the brothers' comment boards. They be on fire. And you not knowing that the moderators that they have in the chat investigate you personally.
Be
So when
looking.
they go on your channel, yeah, elder apostle, I mean elder Salaki, Elder Manatazagba said it himself. His moderators go on your channel, the ones that be on fire, and they investigate who you are, and they go on your playlist, they look in your playlist of what you have on your playlist, and they look on your channel to see if you have any videos up. And once you don't have videos up, then you're going to be put up as an example. You don't want to be a dude that has all this truth. That's greed. You have all this truth, you get all the meals, and you're not even feeding the sheep. Yahushua said, feed my sheep.
Right.
So you got all this knowledge in you got all this spiritual food just all around you. You're not feeding the sheep. You just got it all to yourself. That's greed. You can be destroyed that way, man. You don't want to be that
Yeah.
individual. That's why the scriptures say your labor is not in vain, abounding in the work of Yahweh Shai, man. So you want to be doing the works, man. You want to be doing the will of Yahweh Shai to be delivered. Because we are in these last days, man. What did the brother say? The last
We
days
are.
did started since Yahweh came on the scene, man. That's how long
Good.
back. And that's only what it says a day is 1,000 years. That's like two days ago. Yahweh was here, man. You know?
A day is 1,000 years with the Lord, and a
Yeah,
thousand
two
years
days
is
ago
a day.
Yahweh was here, man. You know? But that's pretty much
For,
that
for
stuff.
real.
Wow, that's beautiful, bro.
God, you good. That's beautiful,
Man.
man.
Let me get a quick
Uh,
pre.
Go ahead. I'll be
Uh,
up.
This is Proverbs 22 and 29. It says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He
Mm-hmm.
shall not stand before mean men." All right. So
Mm.
it says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business?
Mm-hmm.
He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men." That word for mean men basically means somebody who's insignificant, or like a basically like a low person, or a peasant, basically, man. If you diligent in your business, you know, you about business, you're gonna stand before kings, man. You're gonna be we gonna if we doing this work right now, we're abased, but eventually the Lord, you know, Lord willing, we be of the elect, man. We're gonna be exalted.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
we're going to be those kings of the earth, man. You know, beginning with the Heavenly Father, of course, Yahweh Shah, King David, and then the 144,000. That's what we fighting for, man. To be the kings and the judges of the earth.
Uh,
All right, we want to stand before those
God,
kings, so we have to be diligent in this business, man.
it's real, man. And like I say, man, like
but
it
I,
starts here with a mindset, man. You know, it's all about what you do, man. I'm telling you, everything that you do for the Lord here, man. Like I said, He will not forget you, man. Your labors of love, He won't forget it.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta. This is what we do the works for, man. So we can, Lord willing, be a part of the elect, man.
uh,
You know, like man, we want that crown of life. We want that reward, man. And we know
That's
that
right.
He's a rewarder to those who diligently
mm-hmm.
seek Him. You
Yep.
know.
That's right.
I got a
That's right.
precept. I got another precept.
You
This
got it.
is Hebrews 6 and 10. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "For Yahweh Shem Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shown towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." Verse 11. "And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope until the end." Verse 12. "That ye be not slothful," meaning lazy, "but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises." So there you go. And that word patience, it means consistency or endurance. So you go in the blue letter. So you got to be consistent in this thing until the end, man. It says it right here, man.
Uh,
So
Hey,
you got to do the work of the work of the Lord, man. The labor of love, man.
yeah, man.
You know,
that's right.
God,
Hey,
uh,
the
yeah.
spirit wanted it to come out again, bro. Hey,
uh.
so twice got to say. I mean, so nice got to say it twice.
uh,
God,
That's it, bro.
uh,
yeah, that's right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got,
Yeah, man. Like,
You got, you
and
say you
then,
got
like I say,
something?
man, like, I wanna,
I got it.
I got a precept as well.
Uh,
And this is like back again, you know, I want to say that I feel led to say this again. Don't set your affections here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to fit in. We don't fit in, man. We'll never fit in. And the
Uh,
more you try to fit in, the more this world, this wicked place, gonna push you away, man. You know.
uh.
I got a precept. Slocky, you had a precept? You want to get yours first, or
Oh, I'll be
no,
here.
Kyle, I got
yeah,
you. Did you say you had one?
yeah. You want to?
No,
Yeah, I
you
have
got
one.
it. You got it. Out.
Yeah, did you want to? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, yeah, you got it, bro.
Okay. Uh, con. Yeah. So Colossians 3 and verse 2. It's just a short little scripture. Set your affections on things above and not things on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause and I think I'm gonna read down. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach and Yahweh, man. So basically, man, what they're saying is, man, stop. Basically, don't set your affections for him, man. You know, because everything here is gonna pass away. Nothing is gonna be here. Not a stone upon stone, brick, nothing, man. So it's useless to setting your affections here. You know
That's
what?
right.
What purpose do Bitcoin have in the new kingdom? You know, it ain't gonna be no Bitcoin. It's gonna be streets paved with gold. If you out here, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do the works and follow these precepts, man. It's gonna be a reward. That reward, but man, Bitcoin ain't gonna have no place in the kingdom. I hear brothers in 501c try to say, man, Bitcoin is the new gold. yeah, I got. Come on,
The brother Malak froze, and I think you muted, brother Ira.
I muted my mic. Uh,
I got a precept to back that brother up because you know
okay,
that's true. It's
all right,
Romans 8:5.
go
It
ahead.
says for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh,
Mhm.
but they that are after the spirit the things of the spirit. All right, so like the brother was reading, man, set your affections or your cares on things above, man, meaning in the heavens, man. You
Mhm.
know, and if you worried about the things of the flesh, you're gonna set your affections on the things on the earth. You're gonna labor and put forth all your energy and
set
efforts into this
your
world.
affections
You
on
know,
things that are above.
Uh, yo,
You know,
camera,
and not
Malak,
on this earth, man.
Malak, Malak. Can you hear me? I don't think you can. God.
yeah, brother
Was there?
froze. But yeah, man, you know hey, that's the truth, man. So you know, if you setting your affections on things in heaven, man, you're gonna labor in spiritual things. You're gonna put forth your effort towards spiritual things. You
Mhm.
know, and you're gonna either be diligent in trying to be established in this world, or you're gonna be diligent in trying to be established in the heavens, man. We want our name written in the book of life. You
God,
know,
God.
you got something, bro?
Yeah. Uh,
I'll be right
Malak.
back, bro.
All right. This is Second Corinthians 8:7. It says, therefore, as ye bound in everything, see, therefore, as ye bound in everything, in faith, in utterance, and knowledge, and in all diligence, and in your love to us, see that ye abound in this grace also. And that's another thing, man. You got to abound in the grace. And grace is not eternal, by the way. You know, grace is temporary, man. You know, we have this temporary grace. So while you in this temporary grace period, you are to be building up in this thing, you know, examining yourself, you know, rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of your ability, just keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, working in the areas that you're lacking in this truth, because each and every one of us individually is lacking something. All right. Some brothers lack faith, some brothers lack diligence, some brothers lack wisdom, you know. We all lack certain things individually. You know, some of us have a weak spirit, but you got to strengthen these things. You got to build up in these things. You know, while you're in this grace period. And one of the main things is faith. Faith works like the brother Abaya brought out earlier in the video, the lesson. Faith is what is the biggest part in this truth. If you a Jake that don't have faith, it's a problem. You're not gonna last in this truth because the elders always said faith is the importance in this truth. Just to be able to again go out to the highways and edges and be able to do lessons to teach that you're an Israelite. That's all with faith, man. You know,
That's
to
right.
know that we Israelites is mainly through faith. You know, so now
Time,
that's the biggest part in this truth of having diligence, man. You know, but Baba Kishah, that's all I got on that.
time, bro. Hey, and we went into that in the you know, in part one, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my computer about to die on me.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you know, you was talking about how faith diligence requires faith because you have to know what it is you're fighting for in order to keep going. You know, in order to give that
Uh,
diligence. I got one more precept.
go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. It
Uh-huh.
says, "Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do," and that reminds me of what was that? Right, that reminds me of what was that? I think it
So,
was a definition.
which
It's like,
definition?
oh yeah, it was the definition of diligence, man.
Oh yeah. Get it out one more time, Baba Kishah.
It said this the etymology of the word diligence. It
Yeah,
said
yeah.
constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken. Right.
Mhm.
So the work that you taking on, or otherwise, whatever your hands. Let me read this precept again.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, or whatever you undertaking, do it with thy might, man. Meaning, do it with everything in you, man. Especially this, man. Especially this work. It says, "For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest, man." So while we alive, while we have the energy, while we have the strength, while we have the spirit, man, hey, we got to do our best, man. We got to, put forth all our effort, man. This is serving the Lord. This is, that work and labor of love, man. We showing Yahweh Shema Shah that we fear and that we love Him by doing this work,
Yep.
right? So we
Uh,
gotta we gotta give our all, man. Don't hold back. You
no,
got it, all right?
that was beautiful. And kind of like the Aqua was saying, man, you know, you want to, man, set your affections on the things above, staying and doing it. And that's what we hope for, man. We're gonna be changed, having perfect bodies, man. You know, and that's all gonna be if you doing the works, man. And I got a precept. This is 2 Timothy 1:15. It says, "Moreover, I will endure that ye may be able after my decease to have these things always in remembrance." You want to always remember these things, man. You want to always put in your mind, gotta stay diligent. You're gonna meditate on these things. Ask the Lord to keep you diligent in the spirit. Ask the Lord to build you up in the faith. Ask the Lord to increase you in the wisdom of this gospel, this good news, man. Ask the Lord to strengthen you in your spiritual walk. Ask the Lord to have mercy on you, man, to not take the Holy Spirit from you, man. You know, these are the things you brothers want to meditate on. You brothers want to constantly ask the Lord for, man. Because just because you're in this truth, that doesn't mean that the Lord is going to automatically have mercy on you. No, you got to ask the Lord for mercy. That's another topic. But
That's
these are
right.
things that you want to have in the way of diligence that you want to ask the Lord for, man. Strength, faith, diligence, sincerity, keeping you brotherly, humble. These are things that's why the brother said, also the brother Abiyah brought out earlier, examining yourself, man. That word examine means observe, all right, inspect. You want to look at yourself, how I'm carrying myself, how I'm doing this, you know, that's the whole point of examining thyself, man. But that's pretty much I got on that.
That's beautiful, man. Because examining yourself, you see the things that you need to work on. And diligence, man, in itself, diligence, shalom, and diligence, man. It takes it's many different things that play in. Shalom.
Oh no, you good. I'm shut. You good.
Yeah, Salaki, all signal, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah,
Uh,
like the saying, man, you want to brothers want to consistently be enduring in this thing, consistently building up, man, consistently doing the will of the Lord, man. Because remember, you are working out your own salvation, brothers, and we got to each and every one of us, myself and foremost, not just to you brothers that's watching, to myself first, man. We got to be diligent together in this thing, man. Because we trying to get those crowns, man. How are you brothers gonna be able to get those crowns, man? You know, you got to ask yourself, you really want that crown? You really want to be the elect? How are you going to get that crown? Being diligent, examine yourself, building yourself up.
yeah,
You say something.
Yeah,
I know
Con. I was just saying, in order to have diligence, it's other things that like you spoke about examining yourself.
you.
Having diligence, it's other things that play into that. It's other factors, man. You may not have diligence because you may have a lazy spirit on you. Diligence takes discipline. A lot of brothers may not have that spirit of discipline. So you got, you also spoke about the things that we don't have. We got to pray for it. So in
Mhm.
order to have diligence, of course, we can pray directly for diligence, man, but we got to also pray for the things that that strengthens our diligence, man. We got to pray for more faith. We got to pray for more discipline to maintain that diligence. We got to pray for you know any to not be in the spirit of slothfulness or being a sluggard.
Con,
We got to pray for these other things as well, man, and we pray for brothers also. So
con,
that other brothers can stay diligent, man, because we feed off each other.
con, first and foremost, and that's important, huh?
uh,
Because each and every one of us is going through things, brothers going through anxieties. I have those time to time. Brothers have depression, all these so-called mental things, which are actually, spiritual attacks,
Right.
like the elders and brothers say, inflation is the furnace is going to be turned up in the spirit. So you brothers got to be, praying more, pray without ceasing, you know what I mean? And also pray for other brothers. Because that's what I do first and foremost. Before I just do my own prayers, I always pray for each and every one of you brothers out
All
there,
right,
man.
likewise.
Even if I don't even know you out there, you teaching the word, and you're a follower of Great Millstone or any Great Millstone. I pray for every brother out there every day, man.
All
That's
right.
the whole point of brotherly love, man. You know, and
Hey,
that's
man,
God.
common.
like it, brother. No, as we know, man, through the spirit, this is the year of turn up.
Uh,
So, everything is about to turn up. So we got to turn up with it, man. Hey, this temptation is gonna turn up. These demons, these spirits playing in our minds, telling
uh,
us that this ain't worth it, or or we're not real prophets, or telling us that, you know, uh, hey, you can do this. The Lord ain't gonna care, man. No, man, you gotta rebuke all of that, man. That's what
yeah.
that you gotta have, like the brother Malak said. It's not just saying it. This is a mindset as well. You gotta keep these things to heart, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hey, stay prayed up, man. That's it, man.
God.
That's all I got up.
All right. I'm gonna read some precepts off the comment board unless you got something, Malak. I'm on. Malak, I'm on. Uh, I don't think you hear me. Malak, I don't think you hear me. But I'll read off the comment board real quick. This is the brother Prince of Yahweh 8. This is Romans 1 and 17. It says, therein is the righteousness of Yahweh revealed from faith to faith, as it written, it says the just live by faith. And that's the thing. Faith is what's going to save us. I know this is off topic a little bit, brother Salaki. You got other groups believing that the laws is going to save them. But faith is what's going to save us, not the laws. All right. The laws is we're just rehearsing the righteous acts, but faith is what's going to save us. Shalom to the Ak. Shalom to you, other Akim. This is the brother Nakadaman Ban Yashikar. Shalom. That's the brother that we had at camp. When we met at camp, Las Vegas. Shalom, ma. This is wisdom. Solomon 6 and 20. It says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. Verse 21. It says, if your delight be then in thrones and scepters, it says, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may forevermore. Yappa, yappa, yappa. Brother got out shalom to the Aquas as well. Shalom. So this is shalom. This is the brother Nakadaman Ban Yashikar. This is Sirach 43:29. It says the Lord is terrible. It says the Lord is terrible and very great and marvelous is his power. Verse 30. It says, when ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. That's the point. Exalting the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai. It says, for even yet will he far exceed, and when ye exalt him. And that word exalt means to lift. All right. This is continuing. It says, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for ye can never get far enough. Verse 31. It says,
Yes.
who has seen him that he might tell us, and whom can magnify him as he is? And that's the thing, man. We fear the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. So we're going to do is what the Lord commanded us to do. We know what will be our judgment if we don't not comply, but follow instructions given to us as Israelites. Just like what the brothers say, state property. Either you're going to get down or you're going to lay down, man. We're going to get down. We're not going to bold against the Lord and not do what he says. If I stay the
Right.
fall, you're going to get destroyed. So that's why you want to be diligent, brothers. That's why you want to have your mind focused on this truth. Things come up. You got your woman, you got kids, you got all these things in the way, which, even for me, I work from 5 p.m. to 1 in the morning. And the next week I got to work 11 to 7 in the morning. So, my hours are going to be off because I got to go to camp 3 hours later, but I'm not going to stop that from me glorifying the Lord, man. I'm still going to continue to do the works. I'm just using myself as an example. Things get in the way, but don't allow it to, You brothers got anything to say? So lock in on that.
Hey, that's beautiful that the brother and shalom to that brother too, man.
Yeah,
Hey, it's beautiful
shalom.
that he brought out that precept because I was gonna pull it, but I didn't. But the spirit is undefeated, man. But hey, this is the way we glorifying and magnifying Yahweh by Shem Shah by laboring in his work, man. This ain't of ourselves. Hey, we ain't doing this for vain glory, man. We're not doing this for any kind of clout or a following or nothing like that, man. We just laboring so that we may be found, worthy and acceptable in the Lord's eyes, man, and so that the elect may be sealed and that we may be a part of that, man. So that's all, man.
That's all. Yeah. So with that, man, we're gonna give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who we learned this truth from through the spirit of power Yahweh Bashimashai, and peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. And shalom to you, Akyam and Akwatham out there. You brothers stay, sisters stay, brothers, sisters stay safe. Pray for you sisters every day. Consistently be focused on this truth. Everything else, don't let those things get in the way of you spending time with the Lord, man. So with that, we're gonna end it with that. Shalom. Above.
Shalom.
Shalom.